Okay, looks like we are live. So welcome everybody to Mappy Hour. This is our happy hour for those of us who love maps, also known as geocachers. So welcome everybody. I guess we'll start off with our. Looks like we are live. So welcome everybody to Mappy Hour. This is our happy hour for those of us who love maps. Sorry, gang. I don't know why it does that randomly. Sometimes the audio bleeds over and other times it doesn't. So let's start again. So welcome everybody to Mappy Hour. Cheers, it's Friday. We've made it to another weekend. Hopefully caching is in somebody's future or all of our futures this weekend. So cheers. Well, I am Lisa, Lookout Lisa from Cache Advance, one of your hosts tonight, and this is our other host.
I'm JD, Kid Vegas 19.
Yeah, and we are broadcasting from wet Eastern Washington. Normally it's wet on the other side, but today it's been just pouring here and snowing just a little bit north of us. So we're just out of the snow belt range here, but it's okay. It's winter. We need this moisture. So tonight's topic for our Mappy Hour is about the cache hiding themes that geocaching.com put out for the entire year. And apparently we even had these last year, but somehow both of us didn't even notice. We missed it.
DNF them.
Yeah, we DNF'd that there were even themes. So, but found them for this coming year. And I thought it'd be kind of a fun thing to talk about. Get some ideas for themes and such, and how perhaps if you're planning some hides, you can work them in. And you can nominate your own hides, or you can nominate other people's hides as well that go along with the particular themes. Before we get to there, we do have notes from the field. So love to know what sort of geocaching activities folks have been up to or are planning. And we ask that you all keep yourselves to just 2 minutes. Let us know what's going on. That'll give us time for everybody to share that wants to share. And then we can jump into our topic. But before we even get there, I do have a couple ground rules just to keep things moving along smoothly. Again, treat this like you would any geocaching event. There might be kids in the rooms here with us on Zoom. This is being live streamed to our YouTube channel. So hello, everybody on YouTube. And if you're watching on YouTube and you want to join in the conversation live, just go ahead and type into the comments, Kid Vegas 19. I'm pointing to his computer. It's right there. Is monitoring the room. And we'll pull your comments into our conversation here. And if you'd like to join in the conversation on Zoom, just raise your hand and we'll call on you and you'll get a chance to share whatever you'd like to share. However, if you've got something important to say that's out of order, maybe you've got an answer to somebody that just asked a question, just raise your wave quickly and hopefully somebody will see you and let us know, or we'll see you and you can jump in out of order. So I think those are the basics for keeping this moving along smoothly. I see we've got people putting in the chat where they're from. So love to see that. We've got folks in, someone who just got back from Florida. Nice. So you had some good finds in Florida for January. And Toledo, Yorktown, Virginia, looks like. Obviously Western Washington, and I think I've got some folks here from our neck of the woods around Spokane area, and Michigan, Pennsylvania, more from Michigan. Awesome, cool. Crescent, Oregon.
Leonard's in Yuma.
And Yuma, yay. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to make it this year. We needed to take a pause for a year on going down to Yuma, so really missing all of our Yuma friends and everybody down there at the big Yuma. I guess it's a block party this year, mega block party. So cool. Well, all right, let's go ahead and jump into notes from the field. I know we had a couple of hands fly up already. So I think we'll start off with Melissa and then go to Vince and we'll see where we go from there.
So exciting news if you haven't seen the announcements, but Geo Woodstock in Morgantown has made Giga status. So only the second Giga in the US. And tonight at midnight is when the swag store closes. So if you want to go to a Giga and have swag, get it in before midnight tonight. So then my personal exciting news is I'm going to Charles's land in July. Well,
Oh,
not quite
really?
where Charles lives, but I'm going to Canada.
Okay. Awesome.
I'm having a week bus tour of Nova Scotia.
Wow.
And I started looking at places we were going to be since I'll be on a bus. And they really have lots of geocaches out. So I don't think I'll have any trouble on my bus tour getting geocaches. So I'm excited for both
Yeah.
things.
Awesome. That's going to be so much fun. Cool. Well, thank you for making that announcement about Woodstock. We were just talking before we came on Mappy Hour that we wanted to be sure to get our final orders in so we get guaranteed swag.
Yes. And they have released a limited edition, only 500 of a Giga coin. And it's really cool. It has a train that actually moves on the coin and signals driving the train. And each train car is a different type of cache.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
And of course, it has the mountains of West Virginia on it too.
Nice. Yeah, I guess, yeah, they have mountains there too. Yeah.
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 Mountain Mama.
Yeah, take me home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool, thanks. And is that midnight Eastern
Yeah, let's
Standard
assume
Time?
that.
I
So
would
that's
assume midnight Eastern Standard Time.
okay, so that's less than 3 hours from now. So yeah,
Yes.
yeah, get your orders in, people. After Mappy Hour. You'll have plenty of
Yeah.
time after Mappy Hour. Cool. Yeah, Mike says he's got a couple of trips planned up to Canada. Oh, yeah, providing they still let us in. We'll
Well,
see.
he says if they let Americans in,
Yeah,
and do they mean any Americans, Mike, or
just you.
you?
I think we might know the answer to that. Cool. So thanks, Melissa. We've got Vince next.
Yes, I too was excited when I was kind of watching social media and I was watching the countdown as it was creeping closer. 29.75, 29.80, and then one of our locals, not a little lives in state, but they had just posted that they had posted their will attend and they were number 2998. So I'm thinking people were trying to be the 3,000th one.
Oh,
But yeah, going to be exciting. But other than that, yeah, with it being kind of cold and wintry yet, haven't been doing a whole lot of geocaching other than just been attending a few local events. Um, I did claim an Adventure Lab credit, I guess, because you guess now you can get those like every 90 days. So I thought, oh, I went and claimed one, so I can see what I can do with it. So
okay.
solved a few geocaching puzzles. So hopefully I find them before they get archived.
Well, good. So we got somebody at the front door delivering something, so that's where Lisa ran off to. She'll be back down shortly. Okay. It doesn't look like we have anyone else have their hands up yet. And I think we owe notes from the field from actually the beginning of the month when we were down in Walla Walla, Washington on a little vacation. Didn't do a whole heck of a lot of geocaching, but we did some very interesting ones. One was a Where I Go that was took you around the campus of Whitman College at 5 of their art installations. And that was pretty cool. It was a fairly old Where I Go as well. I think it was 2014.
Yeah.
So yeah, it stuck around a long time. And then we also did a really interesting earth cache outside of town where it's called the Little Grand Canyon. And what happened was like in 1906, uh, a dam was formed by tumbleweeds in a drainage ditch, and the engineers at the time had to relieve this pressure. And long story short, they did it incorrectly, and it flooded, down this path of least resistance and severely eroded a canyon into the land, like 100 feet or more deep
Yeah,
in
quite deep.
6 days.
Yeah.
It did this. And yeah, that's pretty amazing. And so and then we just finished up another where I go last weekend. Uh
Up on the South Hill.
yeah, up on the South Hill.
Mhm.
The where I go we got in Walla Walla is for December. The challenge we're doing.
We're working on a challenge. Yeah.
And then we did another one on the South Hill here in Spokane. Last weekend that met our January portion. I think we both need February. I know I do. So we're hoping maybe this Sunday we can go get another one.
Yeah, we've got some scoped out south of town. We have some around the area, but we wanted to save those for later in the year if we don't have as much time or poor planning.
Yeah.
Yeah. But probably get a nice Sunday drive in and maybe have lunch out on the Palouse and get a where I go or so.
Is there a place to have lunch out on the Palouse?
Yeah, there's a few.
Like pick your own wheat type places. And
well, yeah, it's winter wheat. Yeah, it's not this tall right now. So yeah, that's kind of been our activities. Sorry, I had to just step out. Those of you that are Cash Crate members, we just got a big shipment. I've been tracking it all day. They've been driving it around town and they just now dropped it off. So yeah, it's fun stuff coming in for brand new things for the February Cash Crate coming up.
We do have Great Does It from Oak Grove, Missouri is in on the YouTube.
Awesome. Welcome. Welcome for sure. So any other notes from the field? I'm not seeing any.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, again, we really wanted to be down at Yuma. That would be really fun to connect with everybody and do this live in person like we did a few years back in Yuma. But it just wasn't in the cards. We needed to take a pause for that this year, but hopefully we'll be back next year. And I've been putting together the whole annual calendar of events, big events that we're hoping to be at personally, and then also potentially repping my company for sure. But I do see that Ken's hand just popped up. So Ken, what's going on?
So I haven't been out caching as much as I'd like. It's been a busy couple months, and I haven't been on here for a while. Started a new job, so I've only found 12 caches this year, but they have been in 5 different states. So getting a lot of travel, having to fly down to Georgia a couple different times for a new job. So just a lot of differences in travel, but am looking forward to hitting down to Bamarama starting the trip down on Thursday and sitting there maybe tracking a few more counties and some old caches out on the way. But we did have this past weekend one of the cachers out of the Fort Wayne area hosted their community celebration for at the International Monster Truck Hall of Fame in Butler, Indiana. Located an hour from my house. I had never even known it existed. So we had a fairly good turnout, about 50 or so people attended through the time. One of the local cashers put out a giant Where I Go monster truck geo art to go with it, and a lot of the people are nuts enough to do it in 20 degree weather with a high wind. I'm not quite sure why they would choose to do that when many of them live close by, but some of us are probably a little more seasoned and prefer, less cold weather. And stuff. But that was a fun little event. Got to do that. I placed out my virtual for it, so I got a lot of nice favorite points of people taking a picture in front of a monster truck out front. And the following day, there was an event down at the Allen County Public Library main branch. For those of you who do family research, that is the giant genealogy library that's located down in Fort Wayne, the largest public genealogy library in the United States. And I've been wanting to go down there and needing a reason. And hey, once again, geocaching proved to be that region as we did a Midway to Bash event down there. And then I spent like an hour or so wandering around, just amazed at all the resources that I have at my disposal if I make that trip down there, and being very distracted, knowing I need to have a lot of research questions lined up so I don't get distracted.
Great. Awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, cool. That sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, we also had a really good community event here
Yeah, that's
too.
one I forgot about.
Yeah.
And
And oh, I was just gonna say, Ken, if you're going to be down at Bamarama and anybody else, I will have a booth there. I'm not going to be there personally, unfortunately. Thomas Leonard is going to be staffing our booth. So swing on by and say, hey, check in on him, make sure he's got, water and that sort of thing. I'd really appreciate it. I know it can be kind of long days when you're
Because I know JD's dying to know this, am I supposed to just check and see if he has water, or am I supposed to help provide it if he doesn't?
Maybe you could alert somebody if you need to.
yeah.
Okay.
Thanks. That's important. Yeah. Yeah.
So I wanted to ask Ken, the new job, is it a new place or a new job at the same institute?
New job, new place, potential of some international travel, maybe in the next years or two. So that will be hopefully fun to have somebody pay for me to go somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, just new breath of life, and company that reached out to me, and glad to have a change of pace.
Nice.
Still learning what I'm doing. Uh, the old IT hand in me having a little frustration with, having to wait for IT departments to do things for me. But no, just something a little bit different, but still giving me flexibility, because next week or in 2 weeks, I'll be working down in Gulf Shores, overlooking the ocean and going to caching events after work. So you can't ask for much better.
Nice.
No kidding. That's awesome. Cool.
Mhm.
Congrats, by the way. Yeah.
And I did want to mention the one thing that was really pretty fun at this community celebration event we were at. It was very early in January, and so its theme was, a recap of the year and then what are you going to be doing for the next year. And then they had people brought food, a little tiny potluck thing, and they had games set up. One of the games, I've never seen this before, which is sort of odd because you got to put a blindfold on. So that explains why I've never seen it before. But what they had is they had an ammo can. It was a plastic one. It was full of swag and stuff. And your job was to get to the logbook and sign the logbook and put everything back together as fast as you can while you're blindfolded.
Yeah.
And okay, well, yeah, I'll play it so I don't look like I'm a stick in the mud. And man, that's pretty fun. I quickly learned. So this was Russian nesting doll technology, so you open this up, then you had to open that up, and then you had to open that up and to get to the matchbook holder, matchstick holder thing. And And for some odd reason, I connected early saying I need to remember
Yep.
the order I placed everything.
Yeah,
And that helped.
I did too, because I would take something off and put it side by side by side. So then it was just a matter of grabbing and putting them all back together. I think we came in pretty near the top time wise.
Yeah, it was close.
Yeah.
We didn't win, but so yeah, feel free to steal this
Yeah, it was
for
a
your
fun,
games.
it was a fun
yeah.
idea. Yeah, yeah. And luckily nobody, I mean, it worked just fine with the sharing the bandana blindfold.
I
But
thought somebody lost their marble
well, could be.
though. Yeah, one of the things in one of the containers was a marble, and I heard
Oh,
it.
hurtful.
So they had to go on the floor and find
Go
it.
find it. Oops.
Yeah.
Oh no. But the whole event was really well done. LF Librarian hosted it at a library.
Yeah.
And great community room at the Shadow Park Library. It was a really, really nice, well done event. And it was really fun to hear about everybody's big adventures that they've had this over the year, and then some of their big plans coming up. A lot of them were challenge based, people that
Mhm.
are working on challenges and milestones and that sort of thing. Robert, go ahead. Good to see you.
Indeed. Sorry, I had internet issues. I finally got online just the last few seconds ago.
Yeah.
So I just want to say I finally got an Earth cache published. So there was a geocacher in Colorado who got at a southern mall a Earth cache published on the type of rock that was found at a water fountain. So I decided, hey, we have one up here in Broomfield at our mall that is also a sandstone waterfall. So let me publish an Earth cache on that, and I succeeded in getting it through the reviewer after a few modifications.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome. So it's indoor then.
It's outdoors. So the
Outdoor?
one that he has in South Denver is indoors, but the one I have in Broomfield is outdoors.
Okay. Well, cool. Congratulations.
Thanks. And then I also got my 30-second FTF.
Oh my gosh. Good work.
Thank you.
So how many different cache types have you hidden then?
I've hit everything but a where to go.
All right.
That's only because I don't have the computer and the smartphone capability to be able to publish that.
Sure.
Man, and you also need an advanced degree, from what I remember. It
For the
was
programming. Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah, I'm not good at
I need to-
programming.
Yeah, that's one I haven't hidden. I'll have to take a look. But I
And
know.
then also Wednesday, I attended a community celebration event. And I
Mhm.
was able to get 27 geocaches found and was also able to log the location of this cache.
Wow.
Awesome. Wow. You were busy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So locationless is
The 25.
same as reverse?
No, it's
Oh.
like this one is a throwback to the original type of locationless where they had a theme and you just had to find something that matched
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
theme
Okay,
and then
got it,
post the
yeah.
coordinates. And this
Yeah,
one
it's
is
like finding a 25 number, and then you have to just, along with your log, put the coordinates of where you were at, where you found it.
Okay, and then the reverse is like what they had with Signal and that was open for a year.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not exactly reverse, just you had to be where Signal was or meet
Okay.
Signal. Mhm.
Yeah.
So and he moves around. So
Rookies.
yeah.
Don't know this. So yeah.
It was related.
It's been a while since I've gotten over 20 caches found in one day. I had a caching friend called the Bowmans that we teamed up and made an alliance and drove around finding caches in Lakewood and Arvada. So it was an absolute fun day of finding puzzles and finding caches. We even found one cache where we even got to meet the CO, the cache owner, while we were finding it.
Well, that's awesome. That's always fun.
Yeah,
bonus,
that's fun.
Sure. Cool. Well, thanks so much for sharing all that. Good stuff. We do have one more hand that popped up. We've got Tom.
Yeah, people have been mentioning the library caches. Why, I have a cache at the library in Gilchrist, and the library is going to be closing here in March, and we're going to be getting a new library in Crescent. Unfortunately, it's directly across the street from my Bigfoot's bench cache, so I can't put one there. so I'm going to try to put it somewhere else on the back side of the mall, maybe rename it. Yeah, the one at the library was Finished Your Book. It was underneath the book return.
Oh, that's cute.
Yep, and yeah, I did. I went out and found one cache in Sun River this week, but that's it. So,
Yeah.
that's it for the.
Okay, yeah, winter definitely slows us down here in the Northwest. Yeah, well, all around in lots of areas.
Yeah, so Great Desert is reporting we found our first FTF a few days ago.
Hey, awesome. Round of applause.
Yeah.
That's so exciting when you get your very first one. Well, they're always exciting. We actually did get one not too long ago, an
Yep.
FTF, in front of our Tesla dealership. I think we talked about that last time. Cool. So I think we'll go ahead and move on into our topic then tonight, which is the hiding themes. And so I think I still have that page. Let me pull up the page here. Maybe I can share it. That might be the easiest way. Hold, please. Well, I remember how to do this. Okay, you guys see that? Introducing the 2025 cache hiding themes. Yeah, so this is a blog post over at geocaching.com in their blogs. It just went out the 28th, just a couple days ago. And so it talks about the hiding themes. And so obviously celebrating 25 years. And the current theme is frogs. And that goes through March 5th. And then March 5th through June 5th, these feel a little random, but I guess they're almost like quarters, is Back to Nature. Yeah, per quarter. Yeah. Normally quarter starts at the beginning of the month, not, a week into it. But I think their programming has to start on like a Tuesday or something. Whatever. Yeah. And so that's Back to Nature is the next theme. And then it's Hidden Gems, which of course is going to be going with that whole new gems things that's coming out in March, but they're waiting until June for that one to give it some time to roll out, I guess. And then Blast from the Past is the 25 years of geocaching. So that'd be October 1st through December 5th is that theme there. So they're open to interpretation. Let's get creative with this, and you can nominate your own cache or another cache that you have found. If you just click on this completing the form, that's where you can go and nominate a cache. And don't know what the prizes are. Do they even say what the prizes are? I'm not sure if I missed that.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess you can win, and your cache would then be, or that cache that was nominated wins is then mentioned. They do mention, here's 2024 cache hiding themes. So yeah, they did this last year, and we totally missed this. I didn't even know it was a thing.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, we were busy doing other stuff. But this was monthly last year, was each a different theme every month. So kind of fun there.
Yeah, so then the winners are highlighted on the blog, is what I thought, and that's what this says.
Okay. So that was last year's. And where did it say that they were highlighted?
On last year's.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I see we've got a hand. We've got Ed that hopefully has some thoughts about this. So Ed, take it away.
I was just gonna say, we're going to get inundated with frog caches.
Well, around here, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy Frog Lady
Crazy
will
Frog
not
Lady?
let that one down easy.
Yeah.
She will be making caches with frog themes until the wee hours of every morning because it just drives her nuts that there's something that has to do with frogs.
Well, I think
So,
that's sort of a benefit for the rest of us, so.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Nice.
they've actually been putting out several caches as of late. So now hopefully with her health, she can get a little better on the health issues, and then
Mhm.
she can go crazy with it. But yeah, we're gonna get inundated with frogs. It's
Well,
like
that's
it's gonna
awesome.
rain frog caches.
Oh no, it's raining frogs.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I just thought I would throw that out there. And hi, by the way, I haven't been here for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good to see you.
For
I,
sure.
I saw the cache theme thing, and I had to jump in because you know me, I am a theme
Oh,
cache.
yeah, I'll say.
Yep.
So I thought I'd jump in and say hi.
Awesome. Well, hi.
I did notice none of the themes though were fences, so sorry about that.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess I'll just take offense to it.
Turn
I'll
them all
give it
into
back.
gins.
Yeah, there we go.
Perfect.
Yeah, yeah, we'll definitely have to keep our eyes open for caches from Crazy Frog Lady, because she's very creative and does good cache write-ups and good hides. So cool. And I see JNLA wrote, bummer, our frog caches all came out last year for Leap Day. I know they kind of were a year off for the frog thing because Leap Day last year. But
that might have been February's theme last year was frogs. But
could have been, yeah.
Yeah, that is a bummer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But we'll just have to make do. Now I wonder if the nominations are going to be honored on the blog quarterly or at the end of the year. I would imagine it'd be quarterly. I bet you last year they did it at the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
And put those on the blog.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't dig into it further from what happened last year. So,
well, the blog post on it this year was sort of thin.
It was.
And I think they were hoping we would go look at last year's blog.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen before last year, did it?
Not that I'm aware of. Do folks recall cache hiding themes? For a long time, Groundspeak was hesitant to promote cache hiding. Like you couldn't hide a challenge cache that required you to hide more caches. Because they just didn't want throwdowns and they wanted people to not feel forced to hide a cache. So, but lately that's kind of been changing. So this is kind of interesting, that theme there. So Lori thinks that last year was the first time. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't remember this ever. But obviously I missed it the whole year. So wasn't sure if I'd missed it previous years as well.
I gotta stand up, so it's your turn to.
Okay, to staff us here.
Yeah.
So Melissa, you got some thoughts there?
Well, I mean, I was like, oh, this is something brand new. And then when you clicked on that page, I'm like, I remember seeing that page last year, but obviously I didn't do anything with that page last year. But yeah, that vague recollection when I saw that. So I actually have a cute little frog that I'm thinking about. Oh, well, maybe I should make a hide out of that. So maybe it'll inspire me. I still have my Paw Patrol series to finish.
Oh,
So, but it was so snowy. I didn't think too many kids would be playing in the parks.
Oh,
that's true.
Kind of waiting for nicer weather.
And most of the frogs are too.
yeah.
Frogs between now and March 5th.
Well, we were over 50 degrees today.
Wow.
Yes, it rained all day. We actually had a thunderstorm. I know. It's just like crazy.
Wow.
So
Yeah. Yeah,
normal weather returns tomorrow.
Yeah.
right. Yeah, just wait a few minutes. Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe this will inspire you then to think about, because you have till first week of March to hide a frog themed one. So
So now Jim Mongo and Lori are both pointing out there were souvenirs in the past, last year for hiding, and Lori's saying again this year for hiding.
yeah, and also to be granted a community event this year, you had to have hidden a cache last year. And I just squeaked in under the wire on that one. And I was awarded a community event, so stay tuned. Working on some plans for that.
Is it going to be frog based?
No,
No. Okay.
no, well, probably not. So yeah, cool. So we do get a souvenir for hiding a cache, which is good.
Mhm.
Well, okay, so I've got I see Tom has his hand up. So go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, so you probably can't see it. I have a picture of me standing next to Melissa at an event in Pennsylvania on Eclipse Day. I printed that one out. My thought is to put out a frog cache next to a 25-mile-per-hour speed limit sign, and a lot of people will be able to knock off two at once.
Love that. That's a great idea.
I might be able to find another 25 other than a speed limit sign, but that would be my next cache hide, I guess, before March 5th.
I love it. You could even look for maybe like a 25th Avenue or 25th Street.
Yeah, well, we don't have that too many around. Yeah, well, yeah, I might be able to find 25th Street and Bend. That's about it. It only goes to 27th.
Oh,
we'll have to look to see if we have a Frog Street or
oh,
Avenue.
yeah, frog, yeah, or some
And-
sort of frog related.
Hide it in some residence yard at 25 Frog Street and
Would be hilarious. Well, maybe not. Cool. Thanks, Tom. That's awesome. I think we've got Jim Starcasher.
Okay, so a little bit to unmute there, but I'll just tell you how I am loosely following the theme. Because basically, let me explain one other thing. There's a main road through one of the suburbs south of Toledo that they've been doing renovation for, well, I don't know, a couple of years now, but they're finishing up. But one of the things they did was they added a nice paved, I guess you call it, bike trail along the side of it. Before there was no sidewalk or nothing, so they added that last year, and they're still working on stuff. But I started a series of caches along that new bike trail that, and every month or so I would put out another cache, because I don't know if you remember, I'm on a streak of hiding at least one cache a month, I think. So that's often been my cache that I had in the month, is just another one along that trail. Well, this morning, my 5th in the series published, and because I saw this new thing with the themes, I thought, okay, is there any way I could just make that part of it? Well, the trail goes, so far has gone along the one side of the road. Well, it reached an intersection where they then did a crosswalk to the other side of the road, and then it's continuing on the other side of the road now. So basically, I just said, kind of loosely with a theme, I placed this cache where the trail leaped to the other side of the road.
I like it.
That's it. It's just all it is paint by numbers, paint pot on a sign, like all the other ones, but it's right there at the intersection, right where it leaps over to the other side of the road. But that's not all, because that was for January. February, my 6th in the series. I already have planned for another sign down the road, which I'll probably put out in the next few days. But anyways, it is on a sign that the sign is basically beyond where I can even reach. I mean, as much as I can stretch, it's probably about 6 inches higher than I can reach.
Mm.
And so basically, when I hide it, it's going to say that, it's going to be a stretch and you might have to leap for it. But
You'd have to get a running leap.
Yeah.
well, I am going to put a little coat hanger thing hung on the signpost so somebody could use the coat hanger to, pull it down. I also have a zip tie tied to it, so I hope it's long enough that I can reach it and pull it with the zip tie. But I don't know if I can. I put it on there. I don't know if it's far enough, but at least I will have the coat hanger hanging on the sign down below where they could use that to pull it down, or they could leap for it. But so I'm loosely doing the theme just because I'm going to use the word leaping in the description of both of them.
I like it. I like that.
Yeah, that definitely works. It said, be creative.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I maybe if I'm doing that, gonna do that one early in the month. Maybe I'll do some type of a frog thing, something, a second one in the month, an actual frog with a bison tube or something stuck in it,
I
something.
don't know. Where are you going to get an actual frog to use?
Yeah, training the frog to hold on to that bison tube for that all the time is hard.
Yeah. 1-year assignment. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll have to think about that, but I'll have the whole month to figure that out because it's still the end of the month there. So, or no,
Right.
it's into March, so I might even maybe that will be the March one will be an actual frog.
Yeah. 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 I think it's till March 5th, was it?
Yes, something like that. Yeah.
Right.
So I'll have about a month to think of something that I can actually use a actual frog, or a plastic frog or something.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. More clearly marked as a frog. Something. Yeah. Awesome. Well, cool. Have fun with that. Let us know what you come up with.
Okay.
Cool. So we've got Ed again. Go ahead, Ed. Are you there, Ed?
Technical difficulties.
There we go.
To answer your question, JD, we do not have a Frog Street. However, in Cheney, there is a South Frog Hollow Lane.
Ooh. Okay.
And it does, looking at the map, it does have a potential for a hide at the end of the street, across the street from Frog Hollow Lane. So, might take a look into that.
Okay.
And then find a way to tie a 25 in there somehow. You might go find 25 rubber frogs and put them in an ammo can, and they have to go through them and figure out which one's got the bison tube in it and teach it how to hold the bison tube.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Anyways, you made me curious, so I went and looked.
Okay.
So yeah, it's out between Cheney and Spangle.
Oh, okay. So it's south of Cheney. Okay.
So yes,
Mm-hmm.
kind of, sort of, yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, I just thought I would answer JD's question.
Thanks for looking. That's cool.
Yeah. And that's kind of the direction we're planning on going for our Sunday drive for our Where I Go that we need for our challenge. So cool. We can kill three frogs with one stone.
So Great does it is commenting on YouTube. We won't be hiding a cache, but this weekend we're going to go out and find a few frog themed caches to nominate and keeping an eye out for a good 25 picks.
Sure. Awesome. Well, cool. Yeah, I mean, we don't have to hide one. All we have to do is to nominate. So I think that's great to, go find some themed caches. for those of us been caching for a while, it's fun to mix it up and go just for, a particular theme or what
Mhm.
have you. So I like this idea about the whole themed hides and such. So cool. Okay, we've got a couple more hands have come up. So we've got Melissa and then back to Jim again.
So I went down the rabbit hole also. There is a frog road 45 minutes from my house.
There we go.
There you go.
Might have to go there. I was just there last weekend.
I know. Road trip.
So it's definitely doable.
Excellent.
Not on Frog Road, but I mean the area where Frog Road is.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, happy to help. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this theme was to kind of get some creative juices flowing for folks and where they might do it and how we can borrow ideas from each other. We're all spread out across the country. I don't think we have any international folks with us tonight, but again, this is going on YouTube, so people will be watching it around the world. So
And then locally, I mean, very close to us, we have a signal road.
We do.
And that could be converted into a frog scene.
It could. I think the road's probably long enough. I know there's at least one cache.
There was.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still there.
Still there, yeah. That's when we got co-FTF with mountain bike on.
Yeah.
Yeah, good thing he came along. So okay, we've got a few more hands back up again. So back to Jim and then Ed.
I don't think Ed put his hand down.
Oh, okay.
I think so. Anyways, I just wanted to show you. I should have talked. I said how that the second one was going to be. I just want to show you. Here's the bison tube with the zip tie to help reach it. And then just in case, I'm going to have this wire hung on the lower on the fence or on the signpost so that they can hopefully use it to grab this and pull it down if they need to.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yes. Anyways, just so I show you.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Thank you. That really helps to visualize what you've got in mind. And it's great that you're providing a tot nearby.
Yep.
Yeah, it's for those of us that are vertically challenged.
Well, I'm leapingly challenged.
No, yeah. Oh, cool. I think we've got Ed again.
Less technical difficulties this time. Yeah, I got a new tablet. I'm learning how to use it. I had a thought. Whoever is good with 3D printing, you 3D print a full-size frog, and one of the legs moves back and forth. Well, if you do it right and you make the mouth big enough, you can put a bison tube in its mouth that goes down inside of the frog that you can't get out unless you move the leg back, which levers the bison tube out.
Oh, I love it. Kind of a gadget.
If somebody on here can create that, I want it. Because I don't have a 3D printer and I don't have the ability to make it, but I know that if you are good with 3D printing and know how to do that stuff, you could probably make it. You provide me that and I will provide the bison tube and I will put out the frog cache.
I saw Leonard's hand kind of go up there. Did you have some thoughts about that, Leonard?
I think Leonard could make it without a 3D print.
We do have a guy down here that does a lot of 3D printing. If you want to shoot over the idea, I can hand it off to him. He does all kinds. I mean, he makes fire hydrants, animals, you name it. He's made it all.
Well, that's awesome.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And Blue Meanie also here locally does a lot of 3D or has in the past.
Has, and I don't know how complicated he's done stuff, but
yeah,
it's a matter of getting it from him. He made me something 3 years ago. I've still not got it.
Oh, okay. Well, then definitely you connect with Leonard.
Leonard has
delivers.
the opposite problem. He's been trying to deliver something for years.
Yeah, we know a little bit about
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, that'd be a nice gadget.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That would be. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Well, I do have our 3D kid.
Oh, that's right.
connect with.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's been doing some mass production for us. We're doing magnetic bolts and utility plates that are 3D printed, getting away from having them actually metal machined. So
And just one, it's different. So
Mhm.
now you're finding something
Mhm.
slightly different.
yeah,
Two, the helping this guy out, this kid.
Mhm.
He's just a young guy.
he is.
I
Yeah,
don't know if he's out of high school yet, but he's
wouldn't think so.
starting a business and his parents are helping him. And
Yeah.
we met him at Woodstock
Mhm.
in Flagstaff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
that should be cool. I wonder if he would do a one-off. I have absolutely no idea how much it costs in materials to make
Yeah.
anything.
He knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we've obviously discussed that with our products. Yeah. Cool. Well, that's an idea too.
Mhm.
I wouldn't have time to get anything like that out. I was thinking cash crates. So stay tuned for future cash crates within these themes. Well, actually, there may or may not already be something frog themed in the next month's cash crate, but not 3D printed.
Oh, well, then we don't want it.
Spoiler. Cool. Oh, so Mike said he found a 3D printed bolt on an
Mhm.
electrical box. Yeah, and Jim has done. Oh, you've
He's
never
never
done
done,
3D
yeah.
printing.
And
Yeah.
that's exactly the problem, Jim. We've looked
Mhm.
into it's a natural was saying, oh, you could do this customized container for
Mhm.
in whatever shape it is. I need 300 of them, and they go,
Oh, we'll see in 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so I've been following other people on YouTube that do 3D printing of things for woodworking, and they have print farms. They have 20, 30 machines running.
Mhm.
And
And that's what this gentleman has that we work with.
yeah, it's just
He's able to mass produce in good time.
yeah, I just ooh boy.
Yeah.
That seems like manual labor there, let me tell
Yeah.
you.
Well, I think this might be a good time to do a pet check. We haven't had an official pet check in a little while. We'll see a couple critters showing up. I'll see if I can wake up our guy. He's
Yeah.
been kind of sleepy lately. Stuff. He turned 17, by the way.
Really?
Yes, he did.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised Zoe put up with that for that long.
I actually met him on the stairs. He was running down. He heard the word pet check, I think. Come here, buddy.
Okay. He's saying, you're not the boss of me.
There we are. Here's the note.
Yes, Hilo the Quiet, we call him.
I don't know why he's being quiet. I think I woke him up, actually. Yeah. Oh, now he's being shy.
Was jelly good?
Got a pig. Oh, look at this guy. He is being shy.
Look at that cat.
Ooh, what a pretty one. That's a big one.
There's Bella. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Bella has like the same look Hilo does. Like,
Actually, she's really small.
hmm.
Cool. Looking good, everybody. All right, you look.
Oh, it's a gummy bear. Okay.
All right. And Zoe is 18 going on 19. Okay. So
Wow.
just a little bit older than Hilo. Oh, Vince has a unicorn. Awesome.
Yeah. That's the travel bug, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Just waiting for an unlocked card event, that's all.
Those big travel bugs, they're like zucchinis in the summer. Oh, coming back up? Nope, he's not. So yeah, for poor Hilo, we just recently had to purchase those little stair risers so he can get up onto our bed. He was able to jump up, but occasionally he missed.
I find them useful too.
Yeah, to get up onto the bed. It's not that high of a bed, but when you're big old 17-year-old cat. Nope, now he's jumping up on the table. Sorry, keeping an eye on him. Cool. Well, this has been a great discussion, everybody. I've got some fun ideas, definitely, coming up.
Water dish.
And for the next theme, let me look again on that page. That is Back to Nature, and that starts March 26th. So there is a break between the 5th and the 26th.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Well,
Yeah.
that's when they can now pick out the nominated ones.
I guess so. Yeah.
Give them their due attention.
Yeah. So there's a couple week break between each set. And then so Back to Nature starts on March 26th. So that can be lots of things. Maybe like, pine cone or goodness. Sorry, buddy. Something that just obviously blends in with nature. So yeah, we got Hilo here. I'm sure y'all can hear him. So Ed, go ahead. Get another thought?
Yeah, you were saying Back to Nature is the next theme. Well, my daughter has finally got her own account and wants to start putting caches out. And she's following in her old man's footsteps.
Uh-oh.
Instead of having an offense series, she's going to have a treason series.
Ah, nice.
All tree themed.
Okay.
I love it.
So she will have different variations of treason as her main concept for each cache, just like I do with the offense series. And then be similarly themed to the name or the concept.
Yeah, for the Back to Nature.
And we do that for the Back to Nature and start putting her series out.
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
I've got a few ideas for places for her to put them, and I'm going to help her put them out. So you can expect a new series coming out in the near future.
Okay, awesome. We've got till the end of March to think about it and then start putting them out.
Yeah, I've got a couple of ideas already for her, and some of them are not going to be easy.
Good.
Let's just put it that way. Some of them are going to be rather devious. I don't know where she gets the idea for that.
Apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
So Ed, I think Melissa has posted something. Melissa, this applies to you.
Yes, Ed. I found a 3D template of a frog that you kind of push something on his back and the tongue pops out. Now this is smaller than a bison tube would hold, so it would have to, but anybody who works with 3D printing, my son does it, they can adjust sizing and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not the leg that's moving, it's something on the back that you have to do to make the mouth open.
There you go. So now you can shop.
You might look at it and see if that's getting along the idea of what you were thinking.
Cool. Good work. Yeah.
I know where to look a little because I'll be going to my son going, can you do this for me? And he's like, well, get me an idea of what you mean.
Well, it's a frog in a tree.
Yeah. It works like this. Awesome. Well, Ed, yeah, be sure to grab that link there, and or Leonard as well too. Hopefully we can come up with something for everybody.
It sounds like Leonard's guys probably already made this thing.
It could be.
As child's play. He's looking for a challenge.
Yeah. Oh, so Jane LA says that you love Hilo's voice. We do too, except for 4 o'clock in the morning when he comes and he has one volume. And he's saying hello, I love you, goodbye. It's the same. Yeah. But he's a good kid, more or less.
I think our drinks now are full price.
Oh gosh, is it 7 already?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sure is 7:01. And we actually have soup that has been cooking away for the last couple of hours on the stove. And it definitely is smelling like it's done as well. So cool. Well, great discussion, everybody. I think we got some good ideas, some brainstorming and some awareness about the frog theme and the virtual, location list for
Yes.
25. Got all year to do this one. And then you got like another hour and a half, 2 hours to get your orders in if you want to get registered and get special swag for the Giga event of Woodstock that's coming up Memorial Weekend here in Eastern United States.
It's looking good. It's looking well organized. It's looking fun. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're confirmed we're going to be there as a vendor. Yes, and I'm going to be there personally at this one, and hopefully this guy too. Yeah, so swing on by. Maybe we can plan some get-togethers. I haven't looked ahead at the weekend to see if that's a Mappy Hour weekend or not. I have to take a peek. But yeah, we're super excited about going to that one. And then for sure, if anyone is going to Bamarama, swing on by and say
hey to Tom.
Thomas.
Yeah.
Helping to staff our booth. I'm just getting ready to ship off a bunch of stuff to him. So, oops, Hilo. Somebody's going for my mouse here.
Oh, look, the cat's going for the mouse.
How about that? Yeah. So everybody have a fantastic couple of weeks coming up. Y'all stay safe and have fun. And oh, I forgot to mention what tonight is sponsored by. Sorry, cat hair everywhere. Not sponsored by cat hair. I have resurrected an old product. And let me get a link for that. During the pandemic, I lost connection with the company that made all of our vehicle travel bugs, the decals, the magnets, and all of that. And we've reestablished that connection, and they are in the process of making some more for us now. And I am once again taking special orders. So if you have a travel bug, we're going to start off simple. Yeah, you
I do.
Yeah.
Mine's about as old as my car.
Yeah, it's time for a new one. Yeah, so if you have an existing travel bug code that you would like turned into or remade, maybe you had one, you sold your car, we recently did that and had to have one special, remade. So if you have an existing code, this is your link. We can make currently a magnet, the full size 7-inch magnets, the blade cut white decal, which was kind of the original throwback type of vehicle decals. And then we also have the gray and silver reflective one that's 7 inches as well. So yeah, if you want, like Mike is saying, you've got a trackable license plate on your minivan, you can take that same code if you wanted to and put it on a travel bug. I should technically be an actual travel bug, but any code, 6 alphanumeric characters. We'll be happy to make them for you. So check that out. Something we haven't been doing since the pandemic started. But they're back, and we'll batch them together as we get orders in, and then the company here, they're local, that makes them for us. Then we'll get them made and then shipped out to everybody. So if you got something that you want made into a cool, really great, high quality decal or magnet for your car, check out that link. And let me know if you have any trouble with it. I had to do a lot of special programming today. Me and ChatGPT did some unique programming to make that work on our websites. I've also changed web providers since before the pandemic. So cool. Well, again, thank you everybody for hanging out with us tonight. And we'll see you all in a couple weeks. Same cash time.